Hello, my name is Mrs. Keitel. I'm the art teacher over at Wickham Elementary as well as Alexander here in the Iowa City Community School District. And today we're just going to do a quick little overview of how we can start to plan out what designs we're going to have in our radial design, also known as our mandala. So what we can think about are lines, shapes, possibly letters, and also words that we know. We're not going to be making our full circular design today. We're going to be planning out what we intend to fill that with. But this is to help us kind of think of some ideas, or at least just give us a place to get started. I am confident you will be able to come with really great ideas that have a lot to do with you, not just these examples that we have here. Your mandala and the details within it should be things that you like and enjoy and want to see repeating within your radial design. So for lines, we might do wavy lines, literally looking like a wave or just that wavy kind of worm, zigzags, little C kind of shapes or upside down U's. You might use lines to create other patterns with dots or dashes, spiral lines. You could even think of things that are kind of like a heartbeat or a lightning bolt. These, remember, will rotate in a circle. We're just planning out what kind of things we would use. Shapes might be circles, squares, hearts, triangles, rectangles, diamonds, and also maybe some other shapes, a little more creative. What could you turn shapes into? Maybe a pineapple from an oval, a smiley face or an emoji face from a circle, a basketball or a baseball or a soccer ball from a circle. There's also funky other little shapes we could make, like a flag. Another thing to think about, especially to represent you, is if maybe you want to use a letter from your name, whether it's your first initial or both your first and last initial. You could also use words. Now I have love and kind. These would need to repeat, so it'd be good to practice those today, but you could also include your name in that. So today, everyone needs to plan out at least a minimum of 8 things. Now, you're going to fill in more than 8 when you do your radial design. We'll have templates for you next time, but this is to get you started and to really think about what you need. Don't forget your name on the top, okay? But maybe start with those lines. So if I know for sure I want to incorporate some lines in mine, one of my favorite lines is the wavy line. We kind of curve it up, bring it across. And I'm gonna draw this to the best of my abilities, and it should go all the way across my paper just so I get a good amount of practice, because I'm gonna have to do this in a circle next week. So practicing going straight across is gonna help us prepare. Maybe I'll do another kind of line that I think would be nice. This kind of hump line or a upside down U. This would also kind of give the illusion of maybe kind of a floral design once it was going in a circle, but we're gonna practice that across. For the third one, I'm thinking I wanna move to shapes. For me, I really love to do hearts, but instead of just doing hearts straight across like this, I like to do a little trick where we connect them, and where the bottom of one heart stops, the start of a new one begins. So it's kind of an interesting combination of hearts going in opposite directions. So maybe you'll want to try that out, or maybe just stick with how they'll repeat in a circle. I also really love sports. Basketball is one of my favorites, so I'm gonna get some circles going across. For our practice today, of course, not all of our circles are gonna be exactly the same. We can do our very best to try to get them as equal as possible. But if we know it's a basketball, it might have its own little rotation kind of going on. So I've got 4 of my 8 done so far. Next, I wanna kind of think about if I want to add any words or letters, because some of those might need a little more practice. When we do open letters like this, it's like a bubble letter but with a point on the end, sometimes it becomes a little difficult. So whether you're going to do your name letter, my name is Delaney, so I would pick a D for mine, or whether you maybe have a favorite letter or something you'd want to use, you want to do your best to practice that. So for my D, I could maybe start with the inside and then move to the outside lines, or vice versa, start with the outside and just fill in the inside. But I'll want to practice again all the way across. Some of these are looking a little better than others, but this is why we're practicing. Then I want to think about maybe words. So I could do the letter of my name, but I could also write my name out. Now for these, I did kind of a cursive, a way that they could all connect, but you could just write it out yourself as well. So my name, Delaney, is D-E-L-A-N-E-Y. And you need to find a way that that last letter is going to then connect to the next one. Because if they're going in a circle, we want them to then connect all the way around your radial design, your mandala. So practice those. When you get to your last couple designs, start to think outside of the box. We might have included something that is repeating in different ways of using shapes, or maybe did something more sport related, but there are so many different things that you guys can come up with that you might like. Maybe you want to do a pattern of moons and stars if you have interests in things like that. Or maybe you want to just challenge yourself to make very even or very similar shapes that go all the way around. Maybe you want to do little flowers that repeat. There are so many options of how we can fill in these radial designs. It's up to you to find what's in your interests and to make it all about you. So have a fun time practicing these today. Get your 8 designs ready, and next week you will receive your template to fill in with your designs. Have a great day.